Good morning, good-looking people, and you're good-looking because you're always looking. And of course, you are finding the good in everything and in everybody. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Today is the 19th of Teves. Today is really the first push for learning Chitas. Chita stands for Chumash, Tanya, and Tehillim. And today the Alter Rebbe introduces really the emphasis of learning Chumash with Rashi. There's a lot of notes on the day. I'll just kind of sprinkle them around as we're reading inside, a little bit before, a little bit after. But idea is the Rebbeim also did this. And as it talks about it in the Hayom, that this has been done for generations. It was instituted by the Alter Rebbe. And all the Rebbeim did it, and how important it is. It also, we're just finishing the Chumash of Bereshis in Parshas Vayishlach, Pasuk in chapter 35. So chapter 35, verse 5, it says, Vayiso vayihi chitas elakim al ha'arim asher svivam v'loyradfu acharei bnei Yaakov. It says the words that there was a chitas elakim, there was a fear of Hashem. It says when the people were not looking to chase the children of Yaakov because they had a fear. Chitas is a protection for us. It literally is a survival mode for us, that the more we learn Chitas, the Torah, the Tehillim, the Tanya, they protect us. Also, that it says that the Rashi on Chumash is like the wine of Torah. That when you learn Rashi, and like when you drink wine, it unlocks the heart. The same thing when you learn Rashi on Torah, this unlocks the heart and it reveals the love and the fear of Hashem just by learning the Rashi on the Chumash of the day. Now, there's a lot more details. Let's read the Hayom inside and then we'll get to it. So for the 19th of Teves, there's a custom among Chabad Hasidim that was instituted by the Alter Rebbe that has been passed down from generation to generation, that one should study a passage of Chumash from the weekly Sidra of every day, or the Sedra of every day, together with the commentary of Rashi. The Rebbeim who headed Chabad in their respective generations also followed this practice. So again, the emphasis that the Alter Rebbe is saying, Chumash with Rashi is important, and this is the beginning of that. Now, what's also being brought out and why it's emphasis on how the heads of generations and the Rebbeim would do this is that people might think that the Chumash and Rashi is a very simple learning. But what's being brought out is that even the Rebbeim, even the Tzaddikim, they emphasize learning Chumash with Rashi every single day, that it's not just for the simple folk, that this is something that has to be a part of us. And also, this is the beginning of Parshas Shemos. Shemos, which is really the first full book that we're starting since Yutes Kislev. We always mention that the Luach, or the Hasidic calendar, starts on 19th of Kislev. Being that Shemos is really the first place that a full book starts, so this is actually being pushed today as well. Shemos also stands for the words Shnei Mikra Ve'echad Targum, which stands for learning Chumash twice and Targum once. We talked about doing Shnei Mikra Ve'echad Targum on Shabbos. Some also translate Targum as Rashi. So again, Shnei Mikra Ve'echad Targum, this is Parshas Shemos today. This is the beginning of the first real Chumash since the beginning of Yutes Kislev. Again, emphasis on learning Chumash and Rashi. Also, another very important piece, and we're going to go and see this throughout the Hayom. The Luach calendar is on a leap year is 383 days. And as it's mentioned that the average lifespan for a person is 70 years. If you took 383 days of the Luach calendar and you divided it by the number 70, which is the average age of a person, that comes out to a little bit between 5 and 6. It's a little bit, it's not 5, it's not 6, it's in the middle. And what that means is every day of the Hayom Yom refers to a different age of a person. So being that the Luach calendar just started, so we're now 30 days in since Yutes Kislev, So today, if you took 30 divided by 5 or divided by 6 in between, it would be the average age of a person being 5 years old. And it says in Pirkei Avos, Ben Chamesh Lemikra, that at the age of 5 is the time that a child begins to learn Mikra, which is Chumash. So again, another connection to the day for Chumash. We see it in yesterday's Hayom, how it talks about that Tzemach Tzedek was a child and he was asking about Yaakov and how he had his 17 best years in Mitzrayim or in Egypt, how he was a child learning Chumash and Rashi, and he had already questions. And again, today, the Rebbe brings in Chumash and Rashi. So the message of the day, and we see it a lot, the Rebbe would write many letters and answers to people, and at the end of his letters, he would say, remember to learn Chitas, Chumash, Tanya, and Tehillim. So today is a great day to take a resolution upon ourselves that if we don't do Chumash, Tanya, and Tehillim, at least let's start with Chumash and Rashi today. There's a great website, Chabad.org. There is a phenomenal Chumash that's broken down every day by Rabbi Joshua Gordon, Olav Hashem. Phenomenal. He gives a great Chumash every day with Rashi, with Balaturim, with a lot of energy and a lot of levity at the same time. It's an easy listen to, and this is a way to get on the Chitas train. And also, God willing, to do Tanya. There's, again, places on the Chabad.org website. If you're in our community, Rabbi Zions has also a Tanya every day, and also to say Tehillim every day. It's pure. It protects us as we talk about having Tehillim whenever we can to say it. So, message of the day is let's get on that Chitas train. Let's do our best to learn Chumash, Tanya, and Tehillim. And with this, it will also protect us as we learn in Parshas Vayishlach that it says Chitas. And Chitas protected the sons of Yaakov from when all the other nations were trying to go after them. Have a great day, have a wonderful week, and have a successful week. We'll talk more tomorrow.